What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Artists in Depth podcast. I'm in the studio with two real cool friends of mine. We just happened to meet on circumstance, and we're fantastic musicians, both of them. We got a Bigg Cuz Beats, right here. We got the homie Paisley
from the Sons of S.P.A.M. What up? What up?
And what's going on? And then a shout out to Merson.
Yeah.
Can't be with us.
Couldn't be with us today. Yeah. He's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit. He's right here.
I'll speak on his behalf. I've been authorized to do so.
Man, but yeah, like we were just talking about before we went live there, man. The way we all met up was kind of crazy, bro.
Super duper random, but I guess that's how life goes.
Yeah. What were y'all doing there that night? I can't fully remember.
I can't even fully remember. I think we was down for a show or something.
Yeah.
It was something music related, so we maybe was performing.
I feel like it was like a female singer at Fitzgerald's.
Oh, I know. Okay,
who was that?
That's Madeline. Sue, and she's still doing her thing. Still on the.
Shout out to Madeline.
Real deal.
She's
Madeline
on the new single with Toby. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but it's Toby for short.
Yeah.
And she's super live on that.
Super duper live. Jazz vocalist, man. She be killing it.
That's crazy. I didn't remember that's what that was.
Dude, it was. I remember it was in front of that Christie's tailgate next to Tacos A Go-Go right there on White Oak.
Yeah.
And that was that night that I was the person I was with. They she fell off a bridge, and hit her head. And
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was me, my good friend Jacob. Shout out to Jacob and his brother Jay. Shout out Jaime Lozano. He's had a kid. We were all just standing right there in front of Christie's tailgate, and my buddy Kennedy was with us because of course Kennedy's fucking everywhere. He was he was there, and he was walking by, and I think it was.
No, I remember from there, man. We just being fully like always. Hey,
yeah,
man, where the smoke at?
You tried to
trying to find something new.
Bro, and then damn Kennedy, bro, just like, what's up?
Like, hey, y'all need some weed? No, we got some weed. Yeah. Well, we got some too.
Yeah, all right, let's match up. Let's see. See what you got.
But it was super cool, man. We just went right to chilling, like we've been friends. I don't know, it was real cool.
That was weird. Remember where we was end up smoking at too. It was some crazy ass situation.
It was right in the middle of the trail. It was like right in the trail, like right there.
Yeah, we tried to step off the side, off the path.
Somebody had somebody going on in
the woods. Wasn't there like that weird woman came out of the woods?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what the fuck they got going on back there? Man, hey, you never know. It's like, all right, hey, y'all do y'all. We gonna be over here doing us.
Exactly.
It's great. Well, man, so.
And then from there, that led to the video shoot.
The video shoot.
Yeah. You came through after that.
Over there, man. That's where I met T Buddy too, man.
T-Buddy.
Shout out to T-Buddy.
Shout out to T-Buddy, man. Was it Inspirational Trap God?
Inspirational Trap God.
Yeah.
I just ran into him the other day.
I like his slogan, man. It gets stuck in my head. It's great. I'll always remember that. Man, so how did you guys end up meeting up, man, with your musical careers?
I met Paisley through Merson.
Yeah.
I can't remember how I met Merson.
Man, through Cody.
Through Cody.
Cody
of
GSK.
Course, the infamous Cody G. Yeah. But I linked up with Merson through this dude Cody. He was a rapper too, and I was doing his project. What was the name of that? The Jackin' for Beats.
For Merson, yeah. He was recording his first his project, which wasn't even really supposed to be for him. It was just to show the writing abilities. Motherfucker was just trying to ghostwrite and just show people, hey, I can do this. And they was like, nah, man, your voice sounds too unique. You gotta do that.
Yeah, man.
You gotta keep those. I was just that's crazy. Yeah, I was in the mix. I was managing him at the time, so to speak. And that's how it all happened. So Cody brought Merson into the mix, and Merson brought me into the mix.
Yep. I mean, do y'all remember the first project y'all ever worked on for S.P.A.M, like the first S.P.A.M project?
First S.P.A.M project was the first S.P.A.M project.
Yeah, I mean that was like my first time recording in the studio. I mean, of course, we've been writing and like freestyling and all that before that, but yeah, that S.P.A.M project, Dinner at 3 a.m. That was like my first real attempt at putting together a project, getting in the studio. Merson was just having too much fun, let him have it all by himself. Plus, I was already there too anyways, the hype man. I was practically already there.
There you
Well,
go.
by then y'all had already had a song. Y'all did the Merry Christmas song.
Yeah. That's crazy. That was a
So
crazy
I kind
accident.
of feel like the group was already there, just
It's
off
like
of that.
naturally
Yeah.
formed.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, we all went to school together, grew up together, so it was just.
But I don't think it was like
freestyle
officially
together,
like
nah.
Spam at that point.
No. Yeah, that formed out of necessity. So it just started off with just kind of like a joke song. We just freestyle. All right, so we was freestyling at the house, stumbled across this beat. It's like, that's kind of got something there, potential there. Accidentally came up with a hook. It's like, all right, well, we should try to write a legit song here. The song was turning out dope. It's like, well, shit, this got music video potential. We should shoot a video for this and just send it to the friends. It was kind of like a joke that Merry fucking Christmas, Happy fucking holidays. And we did that, sent it out Christmas Day, and then everybody just loved it. And they're like, yo, when's the next song dropping? It's like, oh, shit, we don't even have a group. This is kind of accident.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, all right, we
y'all
just got to
hop in the
put something
studio,
together
had
real
fun.
quick. That's and it's like any artist, just kind of
Man, 'cause I think
creative flow.
I always remember the first thing I saw whenever we went back to listen to the music. Jacob and I, it was we typed into YouTube and it was that Doobie Snacks music video.
Yeah,
And it was, man, that song is really dope, dude.
it is, man.
Man,
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it may be obvious what inspired to write that song, man. But what got y'all like hyped to make that song? Was that one of the first songs y'all did, or was that something that came later?
So, yeah, that was the first like official like, all right, we're a group now. What's the first song gonna be? Type shit. And that's how that came about. Just another one, man. Music video potential. It just that's how we kind of just always picked it. It's just like, yo, all right, what's just naturally feels the best.
Man.
And then also it's just like, all right, which songs got music video potential? And I mean, we just kind of got lucky that way, and just kind of writing audio movies. I feel like because the verses are there, the hooks are there to bring it all together. And it's just kind of all right. How do we turn these words into audio? I mean, a visual. I'm sorry.
Hell yeah.
And put a video together to it and throw that bitch out there.
Man,
It works.
I was actually gonna run a little clip here of it, because man, that shit is dope. You wanna check it out? There you go.
Super duper live. Ooh. Doobie Snacks. Shout out to Caleb, Shadow Logic Films.
Real
Always
deal.
holds us down with the videos.
Man, who did the video?
Caleb, Shadow Logic Films. Shout out to Caleb once more. He's still running around doing his thing.
Man, this video is very well made.
Yeah, man. Homie's super duper dope. And it was different. I mean, he came from like shooting like actual videos. So this was like early on when messing around with the music for him. He had done a couple before them, but I think we was his first couple rap videos. So I think I really liked him for that because he came at it from a different perspective, and I think that shows through the videos. It's just like it's not like the average rap video, at least at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So always appreciated homie's approach to these visuals.
Hell yeah, man. It's
Just having fun.
just have fun, man. Oh, there you go. That mustache layers, man. I barely recognize it.
Oh, and that's why people, yo, is that your real hair? No, all that it's fake wig, mustache, all that. But I do have long hair. I think that's what throws them off. Like, nah, my hair's not that straight. It's super curly.
Hell yeah, man. Man, so for the We Keep Talking to Me video, where was whose place was that?
Shit, all right, that was at the house. Yeah, that's where we was living.
That was fun. Man, because that was really cool.
T-Rap
Because
house.
I remember that was a random
T-Rap
occurrence
house.
too.
We threw a big, huge party. Everybody came out. We shot a video.
And that kind of just accidentally happened too, because we were supposed to be shooting something else.
Definitely were.
And that just kind of fell through. So it was like, well, shit, we got everybody here, the cameraman here, been waiting around for hours for the dude to show up, and he just never did.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, fuck, well, we got to do something. So that's just kind of, we just wung it right there on the spot. You know what I mean? We had to wing it, you know what I mean?
Man, it was man that was a super cool, super chill party, man. Cause I remember whenever Kennedy and I came through, Kennedy, same guy that was there the same night when that happened. I was actually going through something real hard personally, and just going through and chilling everybody, meeting a lot of people. That was like really the first time I wanted to start taking my art seriously, because at that time I wasn't trying to make it a career. But then met T Buddy. Shout out T Buddy.
Shout out T Buddy.
One more time. Because he was, I was showing him some art and showing him some stickers, and he was like, man, you can really do something with that shit. And he was just going and telling me and hyping me up. And I was like, because at the time I was just calling it a hobby, just didn't know what I wanted to do. I was about to move from Austin, thinking I'm about to start my career, but that kind of fell through. But yeah, man, that party I actually hold a lot, close to me with my art and the start of my taking my craft seriously, because it was really cool meeting everybody. And I appreciate y'all for doing that video.
That's super live to hear you say that, because that's kind of like the whole intent. You know what I mean? Back then it was the good vibes only, before everybody else kind of started saying it and made it a thing. But that was always our thing from the jump, and that's what got us into a whole bunch of different doors. Because we from way out there, the Conroe side, you know what I mean, Oak Ridge, Woodlands area, Spring. So that was where our stomping grounds coming up, and then so it was nice to just kind of like get out of that area, move to Houston, and just meet new people. And that, I guess, brings me to my point, that's what you got to do sometimes. I feel like you just kind of step out of your comfort zone.
Absolutely.
Get into the mix with some new people, because you never know what doors are going to open from that. Who you're going to meet at that random party. You might be having a bad time, not feeling necessarily like wanting to go out, but because you did come out and make that trip all the way to come fuck with us, we appreciate you doing that, by the way. Because that's a far-ass trip. And, you able to meet somebody new and, start a new business relationship from it. So, hey, man, 6 degrees. 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
You never know who you're going to meet out there.
Never know, bro.
Just keep an open mind and be pure, I guess, with your intentions, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's kept us in the mix, is people just genuinely fucked with our vibe, and could tell we mean well, and was just trying to have a good time.
Man, that's what it looked like, bro. It gets you hype, just like the song we're listening to, and then even the other video, man. It's real. You can tell you guys love what you are doing, and you tell you got a lot of respect for it. Yeah.
And I feel like that's also why the art turns out as well as it does, because we're not faking it. You know what I mean? It's just having a good time and telling our story.
So, Bigg Cuz, man, actually, how'd you get started producing, making beats, man? Because I can actually see from just following your Instagram, because it's been like 2 years now since I met y'all, so
yeah, exactly.
I've been seeing y'all do your thing. So what actually got you started, and how'd you get to the place you are now?
I started making beats because I used to rap. That's what first got me into music. And I didn't have anybody, doing my beats or anything. Like, I had one of my best friends is a producer, and he was a producer back then, and he wouldn't do any beats for me. So shout out Doughboy for not doing my beats. But because of that, like, that's what got me into doing my own beats, and that got me into recording. And then I moved down here when my mom moved down here. I came down here to visit her, and I found a school that did audio, like specific, like to what it was that I was interested in music at the time. Because I went to school for music when I was in Chicago, but it wasn't hands on like audio, doing beats and recording and all of that. It was more like the production side, like on a bigger scale. And what I felt I needed more was more of the hands-on.
The hands-on electronic.
More, yeah, like I needed to be, in the trenches with it, not in the offices with it, So that was more my focus. That's what brought me down here, and I stopped rapping because I was a trash rapper, and I think I make the right decision. But yeah, that's what got me into music. You know, I just been rocking with it. You know, since then. I'm fortunate enough that music pays my bills, so that's what it allows me to focus more on it on the craft, and to I don't know, like I've had the opportunity of working with some really great artists, you know, not just S.P.A.M, but like it's a bunch of people that, you know, I've had the opportunity to work with it, or just the opportunity of being around people that I wouldn't have been around if I didn't do music, you know. So yeah, that's it.
That's awesome, man. That's fantastic. That's really cool. What's one of the favorite, or what's one of your most favorite projects that you've worked on? Like what's something you consider a big milestone in your career?
A big milestone. I don't know. I couldn't say that. But my favorite project, like obviously I really enjoyed doing the first S.P.A.M project, Dinner at 3 a.m. That one was live. Mm-hmm. We just got in the studio and did it. Every session felt like, you know, we just kicking it, and the music, you know, kind of reflected that. You know, I did a project for an artist, OTB Fast Lane, who's got a song called Dog Ass. It's running real big right now. I did one of his earlier projects that we just had a bunch of fun doing it, and I actually got to like do a lot of traveling with him too. Like we went all across the country, like, you know, working on this project.
Sweet.
So, you know, I made some really good relationships from working with him, and just seeing how their group is a lot bigger than like when we do S.P.A.M. It's just me, Paisley, and Mercer, you know. Mm-hmm. So we sit down and put our heads together and we come up with whatever the move is. But like with them, it was more like they're a whole organization, you know. Yeah. So that was cool to see it from like that perspective, you know. So, you know, it was just a, you know, a learning experience on, you know, just from that view. You know, but I had a bunch of fun with it. And like I said, it took me a bunch of places, put me in touch with a bunch of people that I wouldn't have, that I could have. But coming with, I don't know, sometimes when you come with like an organization, it's a little different versus we just coming in, just the two of us or the three of us walking in the room and, hey, this is what we got, you know. It's just different, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
well, like I was telling you before, man, with the what I like to do with the podcast for aspiring artists listening, or maybe people that are, you know, like a little down on themselves, or maybe they get stuck, or maybe they don't think that what they're doing is good enough. You know, if you guys ever had like a bad time in your art where maybe you thought of pitching it, maybe you didn't think it was what you wanted to do, like what could you tell them to kind of, you know, bring them up and
just do that shit. There's no more rules. It's 2019.
Exactly.
And I mean, I guess it also depends on what you're going for too. I mean, if you're looking for major label success, then I guess, you know, there's certain type of music that you have to make, or, you know, you've got more people in the mix, especially if you got somebody else footing the bill. You know, they probably got creative control ultimately at the end of the day. So if they're got a different message that they're trying to really push and it conflicts with what you got going on, it can make things a little complicated. But I say, man, everybody's running to the underground because, you know, you can really get out there who you are. I guess your art can potentially be more reflective of who you are as a person, so to speak, as opposed to, I guess, living and being typecast, stuck in this character, you know, that was created by a big machine that you kind of trapped into because that's what's worked in the past. So they just going to keep doing that until it ain't going to work no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Exactly. They move on to the next hot artist. Yeah. So, just do it. I've dealt with that for the longest. That's what kept me from rapping in the beginning. You know what I mean? When I was just managing Mercer because I was doing the weird old Paisley thing, I guess, when I first got started. So that was finally me just accepting how different the sound was and just saying, fuck it, you know, just jumping out there and just doing you. And because not everybody is going to dig what you do. Not everything is for everyone. But I feel like with the internet, things have opened up so much. It's like you can find your audience online somewhere, and chances are
somewhere.
yeah, there's a large group of people that probably think just like you that'll support what you got going on.
Absolutely.
So it's just there's no more rules. If you think it's dope, do it and try it. If not, fuck it. This is a throwaway society anyways. If you come out with the most horrible shit that you've
Try
done,
it again.
you know what I mean? In 3 months, yeah, they're not gonna remember anyways. You can try it again. So if you got something super duper dope that kind of washes that out of everyone's memory, you know, you're forgiven. And
Absolutely.
you're the greatest thing again.
How many of your favorite artists have you seen them destroy their Instagram and start over?
Yeah,
somebody they leave a label and start all over as independent. Like there's nothing wrong with starting over. There's nothing wrong with trying something and getting it wrong. It's like because people want consistency, regardless, good, bad, or otherwise. If you are consistently putting out something, somebody's going to pay attention to it.
You're still showing up.
Exactly. The same thing like Paisley just said is that there's somebody, we're all different, but nobody's unique. There's somebody else out there that feels the same way that you do, that thinks like you do, that is into the same stuff that you're into. So if you do your music and you genuinely feel like this is dope, you really like it, there's somebody out there that likes it too. You know, so it's just a matter of finding your audience, and everybody's online.
Absolutely.
You know, it doesn't matter if you only have 100 fans. If you got 100 fans that really check for your music every time you drop something, that's awesome. That's amazing, because there are a bunch of people that don't have that 100 people. You know, and those 100 people can tell one more person about you, and now you've got 200 people. You know, like it adds like that. It's just numbers. You know, so yeah, I just do it and put it out. You know, like the worst thing people can say or do is not like it. Either way, they still had to listen to it. They still had to click on it. They still had to pull up their YouTube or their Instagram or whatever and give you that view.
Spend their time on it.
Exactly. That's fine.
Absolutely.
Now go tell your friends how trash I am. Let them show them, you know? So, like, just go for
because
it.
your best friend might just be in love with my shit.
Exactly. Dude, there's a dude right now that last week was trending on iTunes because Tory Lanez made him apologize for making a diss song about him. The dude named Dax. If this was last week, so he's probably not trending right now. But dude literally had nothing going on other than a Tory Lanez diss that nobody cared about. But because Tory Lanez people beat him up and chased him down and made him apologize, he's getting a bag right now. For 1 week, he was the #2 artist on iTunes.
Wow.
Trash or not, I've never heard dude's music. I never heard of him before that, but somebody
That
cares.
was it. Yeah.
Somebody went and checked him out. They
Yeah.
listened to him, whether they added it to their playlist or not. They got to play. He got paid for it.
It's like,
Yeah.
you never know who's going to listen. You know,
You
who's
never
going
know,
to stumble upon it.
Well, people are gonna check for it because they want to know what's going on. You know, when they hear them talking about, well, shit, I got to know what's happening. So let me go do my little bit of research real quick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I can get caught up right quick halfway, anyways, and then I can go ahead and start spreading that shit too.
Exactly.
So it's just people clout chasing. I think that's been happening for a little while now, and people finally catching on to that being a tactic. So I feel like, it's probably dangerous out here, and artists got to switch up how they move, and especially responding to artists. It's crazy where the game is at. If you follow, I guess, the history of rap music specifically, and it's just like it's all the way upside down.
And I want to add to that. You know, like you were talking about with artists trying to, you know, get their music out and everything. Me personally, I don't think clout chasing is the way to do it. Like when you're working, when you're making music, you have to focus on making good music. It's not necessarily about who's got what going on. A bigger artist wanting to work with you is, yeah, that's a plus in the views of everybody else. But at the end of the day, all of that's just for right now. That's, you know, you got that click for right now, but that's not going to get somebody to keep coming back. That's not going to get you fans. That's not going to build longevity. You being popular for a hot second is just you being popular for a hot second. You know, so I would say that is like focus on your music. Don't don't clout chase. That's not the move. You know, if you connect with somebody, connect for a real reason, because you can do something for this person or they can do something for you, mutually beneficial, whatever. But let it be for a reason, not just because for the gram. Oh, look who I'm with. I'm in the building. Like you, that's not the move.
Yeah.
Everybody can see through that. The random club pick, like, yeah, big bro said we working. No, everybody sees that coming, dude. You know,
The fake it till you make it's done. I feel like that
Exactly.
worked at
That's
one
so-
point, but everybody knows that trick. That's like that's out the window, man.
exactly.
It's so easy. That might work for a little while, but with the internet, it's so easy to find.
A quick
find
Google
you.
search can expose anything. It's
Yeah.
like it's too much to fake it till you make it, man. Like, especially when you clout chasing, talking about like people that name drop. I hate name dropping, dude. I hate it with a passion. It's not something I like to do. But when people do it, like somebody will call you out, like, nah, I don't really know that guy. Like he's really just some dude. I know him just from seeing him around or whatever. I don't really know him like that. Like people will put you on blast for like doing stuff like that, man. And I can't do it, man. That's not the move.
Real deal.
Well,
Don't
man,
be that guy.
absolutely, because I definitely think, because now that I notice that anybody can do it, now since it's gotten to that point that where it's like, all right, well, like you have to be real crafty when people are doing that, because there's some people that fake it up to really high points and then just lose all their shit at the last second,
Exactly.
But I actually think in this day it's real important to keep that integrity for your art, and keep that keep believing in your shit and stay true to what you believe in, and don't let some other shit sway, like the way you think. If you want to make a move or make a change for your art, actually do it because you believe in it. Don't do it because
that's what they're doing on radio.
the situation. Yeah.
By the time when you change your sound for radio, by the time you get it to where the radio is, and then you get your marketing behind it and everything, the radio doesn't sound like that anymore.
Yep.
Like you really got to be ahead of the curve. So that's why it's always best to just do you, be who you are, because they're only gonna let so many J. Cole's out there. There's J. Cole and there's some dude right behind him that sounds like J. Cole, and nobody's paying attention to everybody else. There's
Behind
Drake,
him, yeah.
there's the guy that sounds like Drake, and who knows who's behind him. It's always best to be the first one. Independent, major deal, whatever it is, it's always best to be the first you.
Absolutely. So, and honestly, I forgot. There was a guy I was talking to that was talking about it as like lottery numbers. He was like, "You're gonna use your own lottery numbers? You're gonna use somebody else's?"
Whoa.
And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Whoa.
I was like, "That's real though."
That's deep.
Yeah, because would you rather win on your own numbers than someone else's number?
Yeah.
Because you can add that to so many things, but that's always resonated with me. Because I would always rather just put my own shit out there.
Come on. As we can see.
Like even if people say no, even people don't like it, because I actually like when people say they don't like my shit, just because I draw a lot of teeth and monsters and faces, and if someone's always like, hey man, why you always drawing that, I'm just like, well, that just makes me want to go home and just create a giant piece of just teeth and eyes, and I'll make a print of it and I'll mail it to you,
Exactly.
like that's how I feel. It makes me hungry to create. Is basically what I'm getting at, and it makes me want to make more and more and more.
Yeah.
Well, especially when you got people fucking with your shit. It's just
Exactly.
like those people, you're just like, come on, all right, yeah, I've got 5 people that say I'm absolute garbage, but damn, I got 100 people that are saying the exact opposite of that. So who am I going to listen to? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You also develop that ear for when someone's like actually capping on your shit, or if it's like really needs to be fixed.
True.
Because I know a lot of people can get those twisted, and sometimes someone's just trying to give you a compliment, and you're like, hey, but other times, they're actually just making fun of your shit for no reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of trolls out there, and that'll get worse and worse as more and more people, I guess, just strictly do business through social media and online, using avatars and usernames and shit like that. Because it's just, I don't know, it just...
And private profiles.
Yeah, fake accounts, all that. I've seen it all.
Man, I don't know if y'all if it hit any of y'all's accounts, but I've been seeing the fluctuations in like hundreds of followers because Facebook, they own Instagram. They do those sweeps through the system where they try to knock out a bunch of bot accounts. So, but I know a big one just went by. A couple artists that I follow, they lost like 3,000 followers, like 4,000 followers, and there's bot accounts. Just.
Yeah, man, people out here buying followers. They buying likes. They
Been doing that.
Bro, you can see ads.
There's
ads for them now.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. Yeah, now there's ads for that shit. So it's just like I wonder, how is that still going by? Like people so stuck on that because I got that many more followers. It's just like, man, I got to take that with a grain of salt because I already been known people been out here buying followers, likes, comments, all that stuff. And it's just like, damn, you stumble across somebody online locally and it'd be dope and you see, or halfway dope at the very least, but they got all these numbers and you go check them out live. It's like, wait a minute, this motherfucker local got 250,000 followers, but 10 people showed up to the show.
Exactly.
Just like, yo, that ain't adding up. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, exactly. I started noticing that because I didn't really think about it. I noticed it a couple of years ago, but I just thought it was weird sometimes, man. People would have like 20,000, and then, you get on, you go to the post, and it's like 5 people saw it. Like,
right.
Like 13 views, but like 60,000 followers. And I was like,
Come on, man.
That's like, wait a minute, something ain't adding up here.
Like you got all these people following you, and none
I'm
of them
like,
care about what you're doing.
But because to me, I was like, bro, why are you spending money on that? You can invest that in your business. Like
backwards thinking. You know what? I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. It's the difference between short-term thinking and long-term thinking. They think in short-term, trying to get to the bag as quickly as possible, and it's like, yeah. Usually when people don't have it and they get it like that, they end up losing it anyways because they ain't learned to appreciate it because it came so damn quick and they think it's just going to keep coming that quick each time. It's like, motherfucker, you got lucky to get it that time. It ain't because you just that good. You might have been just at the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
I also think patience is a big thing. People need to relearn, man.
You got to learn. If you want to stick around and I guess be a titan in the game, be around for forever. You got patience. Patience is key, man.
Because a lot of people want that instant gratification. Like I want to be hot right now, like tomorrow, and I'm like, come on,
Because not being hot isn't cool. It's not cool when you only have 30 followers.
Yeah.
So people I want to be the man right now. I want to go and talk to somebody and stunt that I got 100,000 followers, and it's like. At some point, they're going to find out. If this person is genuinely interested in doing something with you, they're going to find out. They're going to do their research, and they're going to see, oh, you really only have 5,000 followers, or you really only have 1,000, or, whatever. You bought all the rest of these, and the people that count, no. I can spot an account that's like, nah, your stuff ain't right. Your numbers don't add up. It's cool for, I guess, fans that just want to check you out or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what it works for because it's not when the numbers don't add up, it just doesn't look real. And when people see that you're not real, they check out. Like you can't get those people back.
Yeah, it's just not genuine. It's like, especially when you're trying to make a business move or something. It's like, well, if you're not genuine with yourself and your account, what are we gonna do? Like,
yeah, man.
You're gonna eventually find out.
The internet hates fake, man. They will point it out and they will
roast
put you out there on the island behind being fake immediately.
Well, it's ruthless too, like sharks, man.
Come on.
Well, yeah, because they don't have to deal with those consequences in person. That's why it's the same, man. That'll just get worse. People, I don't know if it makes people worse or it reveals what was already inside them. I don't know, but for
it's like
some
they get
reason,
that inner voice to the internet.
Right,
It's like the veil is there.
It's just lifted. You don't have to worry about it. I'm saying, at least most of them, man, they don't talk that same shit in person because they got to deal with them consequences.
Shout out my boy Cliff on my live right now, man. He said shout him out, so we in here, man.
Shout out to Cliff.
Shout out Cliff.
Hey, G-Town, Sunday Fun Day.
Straight up.
Sunday fun day on this rainy Galveston Sunday.
That's all right. We can have fun indoors.
Oh yeah.
We got plenty of party supplies.
Exactly. Yeah, fire that up.
Got to.
Yeah.
There you
Go
go.
ahead and do that. Oh man. But yeah. It's been a fun ride so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing where
It's
the
been a lot
journey
more
goes
fun.
next. Tell you the truth, I love thinking creatively in just all aspects of art, whether I'm painting with words or with a Sharpie or with some legit paint. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's always been therapeutic for me because I guess I'm kind of an introvert, I guess, to a certain degree. So that's kind of like where I did my talking is through the writing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of times I'd be just in the mix, kind of quiet in the back, just peeping the scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of a shy guy until the right elements come into play, and then the turtle poke out the shell a little bit. But yeah. As far as mostly what's running through my mind, it's just check the music. That's where I get it down on paper. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Yeah, you kind of like usually what I have to do if I'm really getting down on a project, I got to sit there and I got to channel that mode, just to fully drop everything and use it as a kind of a release, just kind of get out of everything and focus on your craft. And
So what's your formula? How do you get started? Like, all right, I'm gonna paint this dope piece. I kind of got an idea, but how do you get into the zone?
With weed, I assume it starts with rolling one up.
Well, sometimes. But man, other times, because I can really just, it mostly starts, like I get the biggest urge to create in the classroom. Like, or like if I'm in some type of, if I'm in some type of scenario, if I'm like watching something, if like a show's on, or if I'm sitting there, or someone's talking, or if I'm in like a bar, because that's where I grew up drawing with my dad and stuff. He take me out to the bars with him. We sit there and draw together.
That's dope.
I just get in those zones where I like having some white noise and really focusing. But if I'm just doing one of my monsters, man, I just flow with it. Like a lot of the shoes that I do now, because now what I've focused to, I do requests still, but mostly I focus on, like, for my shoes, I like just giving someone a freestyle shoe,
I've always wondered about that. Like, yo, did those people request that specifically, or they just give it to you and you just did whatever you felt at the time?
Man, well, a lot of them are specific. So on the front of these, it's cool, I got them in front of you. So on the front of those with the black gum on them.
Can I touch these?
Yeah.
The paint?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's leather. That's like suede leather on the front. I can color on that, no problem. I just learned that I can do that. Yeah, it's kind of like suede. It was a little suede, but it kind of gets taken out when I color on it. But I color on it. Is it have like the coating on it, kind of leather, like on the side?
Like the shiny one.
It's not the shiny.
Patent leather, no.
Okay, cool. If it's not that, I can draw on it.
If it's not this?
Yeah, if it's not that, yeah.
Not the patent leather. That's regular leather there.
Yeah, this is regular leather. The patent leather is the shiny shit.
Yeah. If you have.
That you can do that. Yeah, man, I got some fucking Reeboks, man. I want to leave with you if I can.
Oh yeah.
And get some shit done. Yeah, man. I've been wanting to get some artwork from you, shit, for years since we met, man. And
for sure.
I just haven't done that. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, man. I can, man. Along with the stickers, man. I could actually send y'all home with some artwork too if y'all want some. I'm trying to. I always try to spread it out and get it out there. I'll just create it again. That's how I feel. I'll make another one. Staying positive.
Yeah,
Man, it's crazy because that's how I feel about beats, man. Like when I make a beat and I don't know, sometimes I just feel like it's just a beat. Like I can make another one. It's not that big a deal. But like, I don't know. Like I look at it different from how artists, when they do a song, like I work with some artists and they do a song that they've had for like 5 or 6 years. And I think, dude, there's no way I'm going to play you a beat that I did 5 or 6 years ago. I don't even want you to hear that. Like, if it's a song that's already out, cool, but I'm not letting you hear a beat that I made.
Yeah.
I'm so far past that now.
Absolutely.
But it's just like, it's just, I'll make another one. Like, I make a beat every day. It's not...
Yeah, like you got to grow, and like what I mainly do that for is like this past Christmas, I gave like my whole show, my entire art show that I had for 2018, I gave away to my family as Christmas presents.
Dope.
It's Christmas. I sold a couple of them from the show, but the rest of them I just gave them out only because I want the art out there and I want my family to see my progression And but even more so, man, even when if I'm out at a bar and someone's just like, you know, they see me draw and they're like, hey man, I wish I could have something like that. You know, if I have something in my sketchbook that I don't really care much about, I'll pull out my pocket knife and I'll cut the picture out and hand it to them. So I'm just like, here, take it. You know, like I really enjoy giving people art and just to get my progression out there. But you know, I'm trying to look forward and keep trying to improve my art and keep getting better. You know, and I end up keeping my milestones. You know, that's why I was asking about milestones because like that sticker I have, the one y'all have, the original, that's a milestone for me because that was really the first step I took into taking my the career of art seriously. And I made that sticker and that original batch of stickers. Y'all got part of that original batch. You know, I got those made when I was still living in Austin, and I was in the process of moving whenever I met y'all to back down here to Galveston. And yeah, man. So I always got to keep. I almost gave that one away, but I was like, all right, I got to keep this one.
Yeah, you got to keep at least one. I do the same thing with all of our stuff. The artwork, like with T-shirts, hoodies, all that. I always keep at least one for myself, you know, because I look at it the same way. It's a milestone. The album artwork, you know, like a physical copy of the CD or something. You know what I mean?
Especially
it's
something
like,
how you started. It's like, yeah,
right. It's just it's something. Hey, I mean, to document it, you know, you can, especially when it's something tangible, not just something online. You can just pull up, hey, check out my page here. It's just like, yo, you can actually show somebody this is a flyer from a fucking show I did, you know, 10 years ago or whatever, you know. Exactly. In Denver. I still got the fucking flyer from the show in Denver. I still got that original sticker, the one you was just talking about.
Oh, yeah?
I saved that type of stuff. I don't like put it up. I mean, because it's artwork to me, so I like try to preserve it, you know what I mean? I don't use it. That's why I'll try to get two, you know, one that I'm going to actually use and actually wear out in public, and one you know, just
archive.
for like storage, you know what I mean? I might tack that bitch to the wall or something, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I used to have all my little stuff up on the wall. Like I had S.P.A.M. got a write-up in Texas Ink magazine. Shout out to them. And I had that up on the wall, you know, like open for the whole spread. That was live.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. I still got all that.
S.P.A.M. hats,
Especially
all that.
keeping it, I guess, for my family. You know what I mean? Because it's all, like I said, for me, it's all like the artwork it's a reflection of self. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo, I don't get to see him as often as I probably would like to or should. But so it's just like, yo, if and when, you know, that time comes, I'm gone and they're still here. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's still around, you know, it's like a piece of me, you know, it's still there, left in the world, you know?
Yeah, and it's really cool because it's, you know, it's something that they took from in their brain, you know, and created, and like here it is, you know. That's why like I highly value when someone gives me art, and that's why I also value giving it away because.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's not the same. Like, there's some cool shit like online artwork, but yeah, I don't know. It's just some old school soul nature about me. But it's just like I prefer the tangible art. You know, something you can hold and, you know,
absolutely
do something with, something that ain't gonna go away. You know, if my cell phone gets stolen, you know,
That's the best kind.
my account gets hacked. It's just like, yo, it's there. And I mean, ideally, forever. You know, until something happens to it, natural disaster, whatever. Heaven forbid, but. I don't know, and maybe it's weird. I don't know, but for me, it seems more special that way.
Absolutely.
So you still listen to CDs?
I still got CDs from way back in the day. I got a couple of binders full. Matter of fact, when the aux cord accidentally popped out in the car, I still use the aux cord. That's how I got old school soul, man. I'm saying, I still use a fucking aux cord.
I still got aux cord.
Got a fucking I still got CDs. Because some stuff like super underground shit from way back then ain't online or super hard to find.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like them old school Swisher House freestyles. Ooh, some of them, I don't know. It's just easier to fucking pull out a burnt CD from way back then, pop that bitch in.
If it still works.
I mean, hey,
if it's
well
just a burned
preserved.
CD, man.
Some of that shit still work, man.
I got burned CDs from back in the day, man, that don't play at all.
That don't play at all? Well, I mean, I guess it helps if you still got a CD player from back then. You know what I mean? Some motherfucker might have a boombox from back then or something, you know, with Sony Walkman or something that shit still plays on, you know? Old school computer. There's ways to get it done. Or like if you're riding around in an old car, you know what I mean? There's people out there I know that still got they drive around in cars that got tape players in them. You know what I mean? It's just they're out there. As crazy as it sounds, you wouldn't think Because I know they don't make them that way no more, but those cars are still rocking and rolling out there on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what always tripped me out, like with the music, man. Because I didn't get it at first. Because I wanted to just do everything strictly online and keep your costs down. Because that shit costs money, you know, printing up CDs. And then it's just like, all right, the more you order, the cheaper it costs. So it's just like, well, fuck. In order to make this make sense, you know what I mean? You got to get several thousand of them. But it's like, well, fuck, I ain't got several thousand fans in my audience specifically that needs that many CDs. You know what I mean? Everybody is trying to download or stream the shit. You know what I mean? That's what they want to know. Where can I find this shit online?
They can get it right to their phone.
Yeah, but there are still a good amount of people out there that request them damn CDs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Some of the older fans, I suppose, I should say. I mean, and that's what it is.
But there's still always like, as old school as it is, I still like having something physical to give people. You know, it's still like, even if it's a sticker or anything, you know, that's all. That's what I always felt was the advantage with the CD was that you can give them something for them to check out right now. Because if you're, I don't know, in the club, for example, or at a show or something, like it's loud in there. If you're having a conversation with somebody, you want to give them your music, and they just, it's the worst. And it's like, you know, you got to pull it up on your phone and, okay, I'll check it out later, maybe, you know. But if I give them a CD, I don't know, I feel like they're more likely to listen to it, that they got it in their pocket or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That could go either way, because I've been given a bunch of CDs too that I still haven't listened to. It's just so many damn artists out there. It's just like everybody got something new dropping. So it's just like, that's what I try to, man, this is crazy too when people get offended. Yo, man, you check out my CD yet? It's just like, man. Not yet. It's just like, yo, I got a stack of them that I ain't listened to. It's in there. It's just like, I'm going to get to it eventually. But it's just like, yo, think about it. It's like, man, I'm still a fan of the music too. So it's just like, all right, you got your major artists that you're checking for. Then you got like your lower tier major artists that you're checking for. Your super famous indie artists that you're checking for, then your regionally famous indie artists that you're checking for. Before you even get to the local artists that you're checking for, and then you got the lower locally famous underground artists that you're checking for, like your SoundCloud rappers. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, because there's so many talented people out here. It's just like, yo, there's just too much to get to. You kind of be selective. You have to be selective. There's only 24 hours in a day, damn. I can't spend 24 hours listening to music. I got other shit to do.
Well, that's what I do with my, that's why I always like stickers instead of business cards. That's why I never got business cards, because with the stickers, because with these, I just put my signature on them, the ones I just gave y'all. But the original one, I had my handle on it because, you know, a lot of people take the stickers, they're going to slap it on their laptop, on their fridge, on their car, and they're going to see it every day. You know, and so that's why I always like giving out stickers, because, you know, it's something... You know, it's something cool enough that they'll slap on something they use every day, and then so, you know, it's right there with it every day. That's really cool. But man,
I agree. That's why I like the stickers, because this it stays with you, like you say. Like, I'm gonna go and put it on my laptop every time I open my laptop. You know,
see, and I appreciate that. That's like whenever I get 1,500 of them, man. Like I always have these hopes that all 1,500 of those stickers are going to go to someone cool and someone that uses this, or maybe it decks out something cool, or even if it's like the only sticker that it's on something, it's like, this sticker's on here, you know. Speaking of South by South, I only have 2
stickers on my laptop.
Oh, yeah.
And they're both artists that I work with. One is Fastlane and one is Big Bad Cab.
Shout out both of them.
Real deal.
There it is.
And now I got this one on there.
Y'all doing anything for South by? Y'all going out? Or?
For sure. I'm going to be out there. I don't know what I'm doing yet. But I'm definitely going to be out there.
I'm going to be out there the last weekend, the 16th through the 18th. I'll be out there.
The same, Friday through Sunday.
Yeah, that's the only one I can make out there. A band I just recently joined, we have a show on the 16th.
Oh.
In Houston. Yeah, it's like a metal band.
I'm there.
Yeah, Ominous Necro. Shout out to them again.
Ominous Necro.
Ominous Necro, yeah, man. Just they're actually some friends of mine from high school that they started a band when they got out, and we were all in band together. I think I was like 2 years ahead of both of them.
Yeah.
But they had their band. I went to go see them probably about 2 years ago, and they just, you know, they needed a situation with a drummer, and I was like, yeah, why not, man? That sounds like fun, you know. But it's real cool because these guys are real cool, man. They put the music first. They're not, you know, they're real focused. They're real motivated, and They love writing music and they just love playing, and it's actually a real cool experience, man.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, because the past 2 bands I was in, like I left because the singer was like super alcoholic, man, really mean dude. And then the other one, the guitarist, man, he was always so just out of there that he could never play, you know. So this is actually a real cool experience to be like, you know, hanging out with some
That's a dope situation.
some serious
man.
artists, serious musician. But yeah, but we're doing that, and then I think probably that night, because it's like an all-day little metal festival thing. I got some tickets. I'll shoot y'all the info.
Yeah, man, definitely.
I think they're like $10 or like $12 or something. I'm not sure. But it's like an all-day thing. I think we're playing pretty early, so I'll probably hit that up and then hang out for a little while, and then go to Austin that night. And
yeah, I'll be out there with Cab more than likely, and I work with a bunch of people, so you know, everybody's gonna be out there. So there'll be, you know, a bunch of different shows out there. But you know, I definitely want to pull up on you. I bring a couple of rappers with me.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, you know, it's kind of a.
We'll come through and smoke some weed.
Oh yeah, please do, man. Please do. I'll shout y'all out, man. Please do. That'd be cool.
Dude, that's what I love about Austin. Is like, I don't know, you can't smoke in all the clubs out there, but you can smoke on the street during South by for sure.
Oh
like,
man, on 6th Street
everywhere, dude.
Man, on 6th Street, it's like shoulder to shoulder in the street.
Yes,
like the cops have to make a little island in the middle for them to hang, and it's just like, oh, it's just people, man.
Yeah,
it's
man,
crazy.
and they totally ignore the weed. Like I took a picture one time, like smoking the weed, you know, the cop in the background. It was awesome.
Man, they have way crazier shit to deal with during South by, man. All kinds of stuff goes on during South by. You know,
I'm not worried about that.
Man, we saw some like, you know, like one of those like, you know, like drug documentaries, but they had an episode about 6th Street in Austin during South by Southwest.
What, specifically focusing on that?
Yeah, and they were following around this like drug dealer dude that was wearing a ski mask and showing him like his routes and seeing what he does. I mean, like, I thought it was funny, but we were just seeing places that we regularly went to. We're like, damn, bro, he's behind Moose Knuckles selling heroin. Like,
oh man, and he's on that shit too.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't even know.
Keep Austin weird.
Yeah, keep Austin weird. 2019. Well, shit. Well, you know, man.
Be weird.
Appreciate y'all coming in, man.
Hey, man, we appreciate you having us.
For sure,
man. Anytime.
Good experience.
And anytime, man. This is something I want to keep going for years to come. So, as you know, as y'all keep growing in y'all's art and you know keep making awesome shit, man. You know we can do this more often. I'm trying to, and I also want that to be a thing, you know, with artists that come in for maybe, you know, other episodes, you know, just showing, you know, how their improvement has grown, just because I want to, you know, inspire other artists, you know, like show them like, hey man, if you listen to our last episodes, maybe you weren't quite motivated, they're back again, look up, you know, see how much higher they've, you know, how much more they've grown since last time they were here, you know, because this, like I was telling y'all, this is my biggest push to give back to the arts community, you know, and
this is dope.
Really get everybody inspired to keep being the best they can be.
Hey man, keep at it. The culture needs more of them like you.
Real deal.
Appreciate it.
And this is a good reason to come out here to G-Town.
Yeah, man. It's also a drive, man. I definitely appreciate y'all coming for that drive, man.
Yeah, but the scenery and all that, you know.
We'll make a day of it.
Hell yeah. You guys gonna stop by the ocean on the way out?
Got to.
Yeah.
Run up to the seawall, check it out.
Well, depending on if it's raining or not.
Yeah,
Man, it looks like the sun came out a little bit. It's a little brighter out there.
a little bit.
Hopefully, I'm going to step out there real quick.
Right, speaking good words. Well, all right, before we go, y'all want to shout out where they can find y'all, find y'all's art, find y'all's music?
I want to shout out Ken the Man. Go check out her new single, We Be On It. It's recorded, produced, mixed, and mastered by me. And she's super live, and she's the dopest female in the H. And check out Big Bad Cab, Vocab 2. We just dropped it a month or two ago. But it's super live. We got some of everybody on it. Big features on it. We got Snooty Wild on there, Compton Menace, bunch of people.
Awesome.
So go check that out. I produced the whole thing.
Y'all got any industry mixers coming up?
There's the studio I'm at now is the Enclave. They do one every Wednesday. You can check it out on Instagram at THAENCLAVE, the Enclave.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can catch us everywhere. Sons of Spam, SONSOFSPAM, all one word.
Sons of Spam.
Sons of Spam. All right, y'all. Well, I look forward to doing this again.
Yeah.
All right. Artists in Depth podcast, y'all. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, leave us some constructive criticism. Something I always say at the end. I always love constructive criticism.
Real deal.
Let us know what you want to hear. If you got any artists that you want on, just shoot us an email. Let us know what you'd like to see. And we'll catch y'all soon.
Peace.
You've been listening to the Artists in Depth podcast, motivating creative minds through artistic exploration. If you like what you're hearing, please be sure to give us a rating or a positive review. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can email us at vonpatrickarts@gmail.com. That is VONPATRICK@gmail.com. Thank you very much, and we look forward to talking to you.